Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Stacia. A little bit about me. I am wiener dog obsessed, and I also am all about the bees. Like, save the bees. If you guys have not watched that documentary, check it out. It's important. If you guys want to see how to achieve this beautiful cut crease, warm, gold, glittery, smoky eye, keep on watching. So for the first step, you guys already know prime and prep and prep and prime. So for this today, we are going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I know that this is a really expensive product. If you guys wanted to try something a little bit more affordable, the Olay Regenerist is really, really good. And I use this when I'm gonna be outside and I know that I'll be in sunlight because it does have an SPF of 25, which is really, really great. But for today, since I've been sick, my skin has been really, really dry. So we need a little bit more help. I love the way this stuff smells. It smells like lemons. So I have this new foundation. It's from L'Oreal. It's new to me. I know that it's been around for a while, but I've heard some really, really great reviews, and you have used this in the past, but I don't remember if I love it. So today we're going to be using the L'Oreal Paris True Match LUMI, and I am in the shade W3, Nude Beige. Just pump a little bit of this on the back of our hand and taking our beauty blender. So normally I apply my foundation with the Morphe Y6, and I don't know if it's the beauty sponge or just the foundation, but it's not very full coverage. It's like, I would say, a medium. It's definitely buildable. I would prefer more coverage in my foundation, especially right now when I have breakouts. Okay, so I like the foundation, but I have a few spots that I just wish were covered a little bit more. So for that, I'm going to go in and spot conceal with the Urban Decay All Nighter, and this is in the shade Medium Light Warm. For concealing the rest of our face today, we are going to be using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Light Medium. This one is really, really nice, and I feel like when I use this, nothing peeks through. So there's no, like, you guys can kind of see the hollows underneath my eyes. That's completely gone. And that is really what we need today, because your girl's just not feeling good. All right, now to set our under eye area, we are using, I know that this is an Laura Mercier container, but it is not. It is actually the Revolution baking powder, and I have been loving this product. It's so good. Dipping our beauty blender into the powder, and we're just pressing that into the skin. So unfortunately for the Huda Beauty powder, it made me break out. I think it might be the fragrance in it that makes me break out, but also I wasn't crazy about how it dried down, so it would like get stuck. It would like ball up on my beauty blender. It was really, really strange. So it did that the first time, and then I was like, okay, we're gonna try it out again, you know, give it a benefit of a doubt. And sure enough, it did it again. So yeah, that one's just not a winner for me. My hair is a whole mood today. So while we are letting our face bake at a temperature of 450 degrees, I'm an idiot. We are going to warm up our face with a big fluffy blending brush and this bronzer from Bare Minerals. It just says warmth. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna warm up our face with it. So just dipping into that cap. This product is really, really potent, so just in small circular motions. Wax on, wax off, wax on. I've had this product, no joke, you guys, for 10 years. I never use this stuff, and I don't know why.
It's a new look.
If this is an accurate description on how my life is going lately. Oh, Lord, help me. Ready? Okay. Oh my God. Who used to be a cheerleader? Leave it in the comments down below if you guys used to cheer. Okay, so for our nose contour today, we are gonna try something different. We are going to go in with a cooler tone bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Deep Bronze, as well as that same angled brush that we use every time. And I really don't know why I don't use a cool tone most of the time. I just don't, and I know that you're kind of supposed to because it makes it look more natural, so we're gonna try it out today. So starting from the inside portion of our brow, you're just working that product on down. I think I'm gonna film a tutorial on this for you guys next because you guys asked for it, so. Bambi! About to see Las Vegas!
You know when the dogs are in the room and the camera starts drifting? Oh, whoop.
You guys, Jeremy needs a dog so bad. And normally he'll get his weekly fix when he comes over, but last week he didn't come over. So this time, when I came in, or when I walked out to the loft before we came in to film, he was just in puppy heaven. I've been absolutely loving this blush lately, you guys. This is the same Milani Romantic Rose that I used in one of my other videos. It's just such a pretty color. So we are taking our Morphe Y2 and taking that from the apples of our cheeks and brushing it back to our temples, almost to give it like somewhat an ethereal type look, but not really. It's just like super flirty and fun. Hello, sir.
Needy.
So needy. Oh, hi, puppies.
That's not Ollie. That's Ollie.
This isn't
That's an
Ollie. I found an Ollie. Oh, everyone's so happy. Where's the baby? Sleeping. The baby's a ham. He felt left out. He felt like he needed to be in this video as well, so. This is Moog Show. His name is Mowgli. He's the newest member. If you guys didn't watch the last video, he is the cutest little boy. Zoom in on his eyes. Look at his face. Look at his sweet, sweet face. Oh. You feel this on your face. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's soft.
It's nice, right? These brushes are so nice. If you guys are in the market for a new set of brushes, I would look into the Grand Masters collection from Morphe. Oh my gosh, they're so good. So for today's eye look, we are going in with the Armed and Gorgeous palette from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. So for our first shade today, we are going into the shade Access. And we are just kind of warming up our eye. So we are just putting this all over from inner corner to outer corner, focusing most of the product on the outer portion of our eye. Also with this shadow, we are just sort of flicking it outwards to sort of start that V shape on the outer side portion of our eye as well. The next shade that we will be using is this shade right here from the same Armed and Gorgeous palette, and it is called Agent. And we are just going right over where we put that yellow, but bringing it down a little bit lower. So now we are starting that gradient effect from lighter to darker. Same windshield wiper motions. I feel like that's so like OG for YouTube. Windshield wiper motions. Tiny circle is just kind of working that color in to that first shade Access that we already put down. For our next shade, we are reaching for the Ring the Alarm palette, and we are dipping into the shade Secret. With our Y19 brush, we are just sticking our brush right here into our crease, and we're just sort of wiggling back and forth to kind of build and put down that product. So before we start the rest of our eyes, we are going to just dip into a little bit of that powder that we set our contour with, and we're gonna place it underneath of our eyes just in case of fallout, because these next shadows that we are using are gonna be a little bit darker. So we don't wanna mess up everything that we just did on our face. Next, we are taking our Morphe Y20 and we are dipping into the shade Framed, which is this really pretty like auburn color from the Ring the Alarm palette. And we are just going to place this color right along our lashes. And we are just tapping this color in to build it up. We're not swiping. Bringing that shadow out to a point as well. And then bringing it in just to kind of like encompass our actual eye socket. So because we are going to be cutting our crease, we definitely want to bring that darker shadow up higher than we normally would. So if we were just going to do just like an all matte eye or something just like this, and then maybe do like a lighter shade on the inner corner, we would leave it like this and be totally fine. But because we're going to cut our crease, we definitely want the contrast between the shadow that we're gonna put down over our concealer and this dark shadow. So we're gonna bring it up a little bit higher than we normally would, so that we can have that beautiful contrast. Now it's time to cut the crease. For that, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. Putting a little bit of that product on the back of our hand. And for this, I am using an Allure brush. You can use any flat brush that you might have. This one is obviously my concealer cut crease go-to brush. So taking a little bit of that product on the brush and working it into the bristles. So for me, how I cut my crease is I will place a little bit of concealer right along my lash line, and then I will look up, and that sort of outlines where my cut crease needs to go. So I will show you now. So I will just go like this, just right along that lash line, and then before that concealer dries, I'll look up, and then that sort of shows me where I need to go. And then because I do have this fold in my eye, let's see if you guys can see it. You guys see that portion of my eyelid that didn't get covered? So for that, I will just lift my brows ever so slightly and just sort of fill in that area that didn't get covered with concealer. So for our cut crease, the first shadow that we will be using today is from Peaches and Cream Makeup, and this is their loose eyeshadow in the shade Hollywood. Spritzing our brush with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. For our next shade, we are going back in with the Armed and Gorgeous palette and using this beautiful gold shade here in the center called Guilt Trip. We're just sort of blending those two shades together. Going back in with the shade Secret from the Ring the Alarm palette. We are using a Y20 for this, and we are just blending out that outer edge. So now that we're done with our eyeshadow, we are just gonna dust away that excess powder. Now it's time for brows. So if you guys wanna see the in-depth tutorial for this, check out this video right here. Or wait, it's the opposite, right? Is it on this side or is it on this side?
We'll see.
We will see. Somewhere up here, click this video. Whew. Okay, lower lash line. First going in with that first shade that we did on our top lid, Access. Put that down as a transition shade. It's pretty messy. And I know some of you may see me doing this and been like, oh my God, that's so far down, but we like a smoked out lash line. Like I like to bring the shadow probably further than I should. I like it when it blends in with my highlight and my blush and then my bronzer, and everything just kind of melts in together. Next, going in with the shade Agent from the Armed and Gorgeous palette. We're just placing this color on the outside, closer to the waterline. Then from the Ring the Alarm palette, going in with the shade Secret. I'm just placing that right on the outer corner and connecting that shade to the outer V on our top lid. Next, we are going to be lining our waterline with a little bit of a black kohl pencil. This one is from Mayron. Taking a small pencil brush and the darkest brown shade from the 35R palette right here at the bottom, we are setting and smoking out that waterline even more. Now for bottom lash mascara, I am coating my lashes with a little bit of Telescopic from L'Oreal. For highlight today, I have been loving this combination. This is from the brand Versali, and this is their Jelly Beam Illuminator in the shade Glazed. Now this is like a, I'm not sure I want to show you guys because it looks really gross. But I'm sure you've seen it on Instagram or here on YouTube, and it is like a jelly highlighter. It's very, very pretty. How I apply this is I will take a beauty blender and just dip it into the product, get off some of the excess on the back of my hand, and then I will place it on my cheek. Look at that, it's so beautiful, and you don't need a whole lot. So how I do my highlight is I like to place it on my cheek and then just sort of round it up around my brow, put it on my forehead, I put it everywhere. And then what really makes this product stand out is we will set it with a powder highlight. And I'll show you guys how to do that so that it doesn't look chunky or like it's sitting on the skin to where it looks like it's kind of melted into your skin. Doing the same thing on our other side. Being sure not to mess up that point that we did with our shadow. And then just taking, you can use a small brush for this, but just getting a little bit of that product and hitting the tip of our nose one time, as well as the bridge of our nose, our Cupid's bow. Such a beautiful shine. And then for our powder highlight today, we're gonna go in with an oldie but a goodie. This is from Becca, and this is in Champagne Pop. We're just tapping that right over. So for our inner corner highlight and our brow bone, we are going in with the Kylie. This is one of her loose highlighters. This is in the shade Santorini. And honestly, if you ask me, I think it looks identical to Coco Bling from Artist Couture. Like, identical. Going in with this little Kylie highlighter. Kylighter, if you will. We're just placing that in our inner corner. Oh, there's nothing prettier than an inner corner highlight. Like, look at the difference that that makes. Just brightens your eyes and makes you look more youthful and awake. For lips today, we are going in with this Makeup Revolution lip pencil in the shade Peach Charming. How cute. And then for our liquid lipstick, we will be going in with the Kat Von D Lolita. I love that noise. That is a peachy shade. I just need a little something. So I just put a little bit of this Urban Decay Heavy Metals glitter in the shade Midnight Cowboy to further define our crease. And yeah, I'm sort of living for this look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, this is it, you guys. So much for watching and hanging out with me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I really hope that you guys check out the brow tutorial as well. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe before you leave my channel, and I will see you guys. Oh wait, I can't put the brow tutorial because it's not even uploaded yet. Okay, well, I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Have a good day or night, wherever you guys may be, whatever time of day you guys may be watching this. I love you, and your support means the world to me.